Hey guys, welcome back to the Meg Maddie show. This is our final in-person recording for a little bit of time. But it does not mean we're going anywhere. We are coming to you right after the national championship and just going to update you on what we've been doing the past few days.
Yeah, so from here on out, it'll look a little different. Maddie is going back to Indy for a little bit, then back to school in Arizona. I'm going to be here traveling. We'll meet up and we'll do our podcast on the road for sure together. But until we figure out our next trips, it's probably going to be, not Zoom, but something of the sort like that.
We have some stuff pre-filmed. We hung out with the Creighton freshmen yesterday, the new basketball players, well, two of them. Some fun stuff coming there. We'll get right back into the Creighton basketball content, but we're definitely going to be tapping into Big Ten football this year, which will be super fun. We just start figuring out the logistics of how it's going to work from now on. But Meg and I like to travel and bip-bop around, so there's a lot of uncertainty on living anyway, like where we want to live and whatnot. Yeah. So we're just going to go from there. We're not going anywhere, though. Yeah.
The national championship game, that was the coolest. One of the coolest days of my entire life. Just like watching the raw emotion, being that close to it. Those boys deserved it, for sure.
Yeah, like we've said in so many of these podcasts, that so thankful to get to know all of those characters. They're awesome. They're not just characters, but like people that we've made friends that I think we'll be friends with forever. So
yeah,
we've already been FaceTiming some of them and just hanging out, and they're all always together because they're athletes. So we're staying in touch for sure.
Yeah, their parade was unbelievable.
Yeah, if you're ever having like a bad day, just hop on Twitter and see the Barstool, Tennessee.
So fun.
And there's so many videos that will give you a good laugh.
Yeah, that was cool. Yesterday, Baylor Shireman got drafted to the Celtics, first round.
Yeah, we had that in-house. So cool to see. I've had the pleasure of knowing him since he transferred here. Mm-hmm. His family has been nothing but great to me, always been so kind since I moved. And even my friends, like I was telling Meg the other day that my friend Millie sat next to Mr. Shireman during Baylor's first March Madness run with the Blue Jays, and he was telling her what was going on when we were in Denver, and it was just awesome. So super thankful and happy for their family. He's truly so deserving.
Yeah, he is so deserving. We had them all. So in the Sky Bar, if you've never been to the Let It Fly Sports Bar, we have like a downstairs and we have an upstairs, and the upstairs called the Sky Bar, and basically you just look down at the cube. So we had Baylor, his family, friends, teammates, all these people upstairs, and then he got the call, 30th pick. There was like 2 minutes and 80 seconds until
to the very last first round pick.
Yeah. So we had this set up how we normally do when we have like 3 guests. Him and his parents sat in these chairs. His family was behind him. His brother might have kicked over a
5-gallon can of paint during the phone call, so we could not do anything about it. So I'm just breathing in the fumes right now. We're going to lay the new carpet squares here soon, but it was so cool to see. That was the first time I've ever been like in person for a draft experience like that, because he declined going to New York with ESPN and doing all of that stuff. So it was kind of awesome to see that he's kept being humble and he wanted to be in Nebraska, where he's from, where he could have all of his friends and family present. He had his high school friends, he had his college teammates from South Dakota State here. Yeah. Then he had the whole Creighton team, staff, everyone was here. Everyone from his whole walks of life got to be here, be present for it.
Yeah, you can tell he's super appreciative from where he's from. I mean, he posts about Aurora, Nebraska all the time. He loves it. He's not ashamed of being from a small town. And he's so thankful he came back to Nebraska to finish his college career. I think that's something that he's been super passionate about and helped him through the draft process.
Yeah, so he worked out with pick 22 through 30, had worked out with all of them. So we knew that there was a high probability. And so I think we were at 26 or 27, and we thought he had finally gotten the call. And all these reporters are on him, and he answers his phone, and it's his roommate Francisco Farabello from Creighton, and everyone's like, "Hey, Fran!" So that was fun to see, because Fran obviously he went home to Italy, but I think he's in Mexico right now. I don't know. That kid's always moving.
Yeah, he's playing with Team Argentina right now
in Mexico. Yeah, so he's always doing something. But that was super special to see that Fran got to talk to him because their friendship is something special.
Yeah.
Even like despite time changes and everything, Baylor was saying that they text every day.
Yeah, I think that's cool too.
Yeah, and then Baylor sat in here for like his Celtics Zoom interview, and he was like, Jason Tatum just texted me, and I was like, shit just got real. Yeah. Like, that's just so crazy that, I mean, he's so deserving. I mean, he already had a huge platform. He broke so many records and stuff. Mm-hmm. But like to see Jason Tatum, who just won like the world final.
That's something so cool too, is he's coming into a winning program. Like, you look at like the first 3 picks and they are the worst teams in the league, and it's like, granted, everyone wants to be the first pick.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to be the first pick?
Yeah.
But he's going to a team who is already established, already good, mm-hmm. and are coming off a big win. Like, you really, he lucked out.
Yeah.
He lucked out.
He's definitely feeling blessed this morning.
Yeah. And they needed more shooters anyways. So he's going to be a perfect fit.
Yeah. McDermott was like, are you going to be able to sleep tonight? And he was like, probably not. So who knows what's next. I don't think he's going to be flown out until right before Summer League is what they were saying. They're going to fly him from
he'll go like next week
Boston to Summer League for Vegas. So stay tuned for those press conferences. See him in green for the first time. It would be super cool.
Super cool.
His big old family.
Someone asked him, he's like, how do you look in green? And he's like, I guess we'll see.
I guess I haven't ever seen him wear green.
No, there's like no reason for him to ever wear green. He's not a Packers fan.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I'm excited for the draft starts again here soon. I think at 2 our time.
Yeah, 2 our time.
So I'm excited to see more Big East players.
How many Big East players went in the first round?
4. Castle, Kling again, and Devin Carter.
And then Baylor.
Yeah.
Devin Carter's a Providence guy?
Mm-hmm. A lot of shirtless.
Yeah, can we talk about what they were wearing?
Yesterday. I don't know what was going on there.
Jared McClain definitely looked the best.
Yeah, I love me some Jared McCain. Love that little fella.
Mm-hmm. He kind of had like a bandeau top on. I was looking at pictures.
I don't like how they were like just playing his TikToks over and over and over. Like play his basketball highlights. Like let the man live. Yeah. I love him because he loves to have fun, and he keeps the fun in the game. So
he keeps it light. That's something I really liked about him. Like the 2 days into college thing, he like ate that up. He ate that up.
My roommates love to sing that over and over in our house, but. So that's how I got them into basketball, was from that clip of Jared McCain singing.
See, that's another thing. Like, this is like a whole different topic, but like Taylor Swift fans, like, you know how many Swifties got into football this year?
Yeah.
Granted, you can like joke about it, say all those things, but it's like you're bringing a new demographic into football and also bringing a whole new demographic into basketball because of like TikTok and all that stuff. Like, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, I never thought that would have happened that way.
Yeah.
But, like, it's cool because now, like, girls kind of have an outlet to talk about sports and stuff like that.
Yeah. Speaking of Duke and Jared, Filipkowski was left on the board, which I was really surprised about. Him, Furphy was still on there. Obviously, Furphy's Kansas, but those were 2 that I was like, damn. Yeah, Tyler. Those were like the 3 that were above Baylor that didn't get picked. And Baylor was at like 28. I don't know the 2 kids that were after him. But I was like, I don't know. I hope people made some good picks.
Yeah. We had one of our other podcast hosts sitting in here with us. And we just kept talking about how scary it is. It's the people who aren't on the board that get picked, where it's like, that's when your heart starts going because.
Well, yeah, Baylor was like at 8 on best available, but we were at like 23 or 24, and I was like,
that was at 22 because he was like projected at 30 at that point.
But it just like kept going, and he was getting pushed farther and farther back on the best available as the drafts were going up, and I was like, oh gosh. But luckily we had a little birdie tell us that the Celtics were going to pick him up if he was if he hadn't been picked up yet. Yeah. So thank God that we had that reassurance and that it rang true, because I was getting a little nervous for our guy there.
Very. I'm excited for basketball season to start. It hasn't even been like football season yet, but
I wish it was college basketball season all the time.
I don't know if I like college baseball because I played and like I understand the game more. I need to put out there, I never played basketball. I never got into basketball. Like, my winter sport was hockey or gymnastics. So like basketball as a whole, like the past 2-3 years have been like a whole basketball like transition for me. So like I really like college basketball because we have such a great platform to cover.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I like baseball or basketball more.
I will just pick basketball. I'm from Indiana. It's basketball state. You grow up with so many legends. My mom worked for the Pacers when I was growing up. So, like, high school basketball is huge. We have, like, the best high school basketball gyms in the country. You see the movie Hoosiers. You see all of that kind of stuff. So, like, so many of my friends in high school became superstars at their schools, or you got to grow up and watch, and now they're in the league and whatnot. Or like IU or Purdue. Purdue's like really rose to the occasion recently. So there's just so much basketball in Indiana that I love. The thing that stands out for me besides like where I'm from is it's so fast paced. You could have a dunk, you could have a turnover, you could have something can constantly change. Like I understand with the College World Series this year we saw 3 different walk-offs, but like
that doesn't happen.
We will never see that again in our lifetime. And it's just like basketball is always
super fast paced.
Yeah.
I would agree. I agree. I love college sports though.
Oh, same. College will be better always.
Because they have something to lose.
Well,
like
yeah.
NBA, you're already at the highest thing. MLB already at the highest. Like college athletes are still trying to prove themselves and then get to that next level. So it's like you have literally the best athletes in that age range.
They care so much more.
Yeah.
And I like NIL. I think it gives people an incentive to become like a household name, to be a superstar, to stand out. And so like with the Tennessee baseball team, like we got to see so many stories unfold between like there were actually more besides like Dawn on Tennessee. There were other Omaha natives that then got to come back and stuff like that you just love to see. Or like Vance Honeycutt, his dad was on the last North Carolina winning team, like stuff like that.
There was Marcus. What's Marcus's last name?
On Tennessee?
Yeah.
Phillips.
He is from South Dakota, which is like 3 hours away from here. And then he played JUCO at the JUCO literally across the river in Iowa. Mm-hmm. And then he gets to come back. Like, as a JUCO kid, you talk about, like, you want to be on the team that wins a national championship. Like, you go to JUCO to develop, to be on the national championship team. And he literally did that. Like, he's a JUCO, like, legend. Like, he forever in my mind is a JUCO legend now.
A JUCO bandit.
JUCO bandit.
Also, like, Omaha has so many South Dakota ties, like Creighton. Like, there's so many kids that come from South Dakota and or on the sports team. So that was kind of cool to see once we made that connection as well.
Yeah. So I'm just, like, I'm going to be so sad for the next couple weeks until we start covering Creighton basketball a little heavier once they come back from their break and start getting into college football, because this is, like, the worst time in sports.
Yeah.
Because it's only MLB.
Yeah. It's definitely weird, but it's like a pang after everything ends. But after last year with LSU winning and that amazing time, and there's just so many more stories left to be told. Like I learned of so many new people and like what they were about and where they came from and what they care about. Like there's going to be so many more student athletes to come still.
So many. And we're getting a whole new freshman class.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be so many more people.
Yeah, think about how many freshmen, like, truly played.
Yeah.
And now there's going to be all of those kids all over again.
That was something else I noticed. It was super young this year at CWS. There were a lot of sophomores playing. And they weren't, like, redshirt sophomores. Like, they were true sophomores. So I'm excited because we're going to get a lot of people back, a lot of people who've been here before.
Yeah. I'm interested to see the whole Texas A&M thing continue to unfold.
There's just one thing. This is, like, the only... I don't want to talk bad about anyone, but Mr. Jim, he was at TCU, said he would never take another job, went to A&M. Said that he would never take another job, and then went to Texas. Like, as an athlete, the first time, it's just kind of like, all right, like, if I was my coach, I would want to make a couple extra mil too. You know what I mean? Like, if they're going to pay me, like, $3 million more at A&M, yeah, I'm going to go. But I just feel like to now he has the legacy or like it's his thing to say you're never going to leave and leave. I'm like, as an athlete, that would hurt my soul so much. And seeing all this stuff on Twitter, not going to call out any names, but I'm like, it has to hurt so bad.
I just don't understand why you would say any of those words in the first place.
No.
Especially as a collegiate coach in these times, like you just can't be saying stuff like that in the first place. It's all so avoidable. But it's created, obviously, a disconnect. All of his I'm not even going to say his anymore. The Texas A&M players are all in the portal now. Like, you've disbanded a team that just made it to the national championship.
And we're so close at winning it at that.
Yeah, and then you disband the whole thing there. So
It hurts my feelings.
I want those kids to go to LSU and cause some havoc. Yeah. So if you're watching this, Kate and Kent, all of you,
Chestnut,
Grahovac, please all go to LSU and let's set this place on fire.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're going to be back here in the next week. We're going to start being more consistent. I think we're going to post on Wednesdays, every Wednesday afternoon, so y'all can get a midweek pick me up. We're also going to get this on Spotify and Apple Music. So, or whatever, Apple Podcasts, whatever it's under. So y'all can listen in the car, even though like looking at our pretty faces is probably better, but
yeah, I look really good today. So,
oh, we're tired.
Yeah, I'm really tired.
What are you going to do? So Maddie's going on another mini vacation right now. She's leaving me to go on another mini vacation. What are you going to do when you get home from that mini vacation?
Well, then it's the 4th of July, so it's going to be a second before I'm home. I don't know, probably sleep all day and not be bothered and not feel bad about sleeping all day.
That's fair.
Probably do some homework, work in my 70 other jobs. I don't know. It's going to be weird. I feel like I have been here for 2 weeks now.
Literally, you got here.
Longer.
Yeah.
15 days.
We have been together for 15 days straight. And truthfully, the hardest day I think was like 8-9.
Which one was that?
When did I absolutely lose my mind?
A lot of them.
Guys, I was managing like 6 people lists.
It takes a special friend.
Yeah, but it's funny because I can say something and then like we kind of bicker and then we get over it and like vice versa. Cause I'm very like, I'm not type A, but I like things done my way.
Yeah, and you don't listen to anyone else's opinion.
No. Sometimes I do.
No.
Caption wise.
Yeah, when it comes to words, I'm allowed to have a say.
Yeah.
On the internet. But it was fun. We had a great time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can obviously tell we're tired. Some of our days were 14 hours long and we did it for 2 weeks straight. So
yeah. And then we had 2 extra days, I guess, piled on. Because yesterday we filmed and then had the party. We got home at 2:30. No, we didn't. We got home at 1:30.
Last night?
Yeah, but we
yeah,
were on
after the
TikTok
draft.
Until 2:30.
Yeah. Yeah. At the draft, what did we do on Tuesday?
Tuesday?
Oh, we had the meetings.
Oh, yeah, we had meetings all day long.
Yeah. Like, we just have not stopped moving, working. A lot of it you see is just a small fraction of the day. Because, like, now, after this, Meg's going to sit, edit this whole thing, post it, then we have to send it to, like, our boss, I guess. Then he has to upload it, and then it gets sent back to us.
To clip out,
and then the links get posted, and then we do the distribution. And then now all of a sudden it's 5 p.m. and I have 300 other things to do.
Yeah, and I have my other job to start working on and planning for the month. I can't believe July's already here. Whole new content.
No, summer's
month.
like already over.
I know. I'm gonna lay outside though. I'm not working in the office. I'm not working in my house. I'm sitting outside and tanning with my laptop next to me and voice texting.
I will be at the lake for the next 3 days and will not be answering anything.
Lucky you.
Well, that just means I have more work on Monday.
Yeah.
So, but I'll take that. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that.
I think I might go to Sarasota.
Yeah, that could be nice. The thing is that what sucks is I stay in Arizona until May. I know this is fully my doing. I completely understand that. These are such first world problems. I know that. But FOMO has a chokehold on me. But I leave Arizona in like early May, mid-May, drive to Indiana. And then I'm in Indiana, and then like I'm there for like a week or two working. And then it's Memorial Day. Then it's the Indy 500. That weekend is chaos. Then all of a sudden it's June. And then you have 2 weeks in June, and then you're working at the College World Series. 2 weeks leading up to the College World Series, I'm sending every email under the sun and coordinating so that when I finally have the 8 teams to work with, I have a head on my shoulders and have a semi-decent understanding of what's going on. Then you do these 14 days, and you try and like recombust before 4th of July happens. And then 4th of July happens, and all of a sudden it's July 7th, and I have to drive back to Arizona in 3 weeks. That's my rant.
Yeah.
So like,
at least you're in a cool little spot. I mean, here, once it hits September, it's kind of like cool again. There's no outside time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to Arizona and visit Maddie the second the weather drops under 60 degrees here.
60 is not bad. I like honestly don't really like being in Arizona in August and September because it's still like 100-some degrees. But I might like drive my car out, move in, and then go back to Indiana for a little bit. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, whatever content we have planned, whatever games we're going to, I think we really want to try to cover LSU football.
Yeah. All of these things that you're seeing and like the moving and the traveling and all of that jazz just means that there's so many more places and people that we can connect with. Yeah. That's just my favorite part. So.
And another thing is like me and Maddie, we went to sports high schools. Like we have people playing. I have a runner at Stanford. Just like the weirdest little connections to all these schools. Yeah. So it's like we still have friends at all these schools. We're not that old yet where they're all gone. Yeah. I'm kind of old, but.
Yeah. My class of high school just graduated college. But like everyone's got siblings. Mm-hmm. We like our high school is all about lifelong connections and whatnot. So we're back in there all the time.
And shout out Mad Dog, my little sister. She just committed to Kent State. She was in the portal.
Are you going to out her before she can get
She texted her family group chat, so I don't think she watches this either, so.
Meg's outing her sister before she even posts about it.
Congrats, Mad Dog. Love you, proud of you.
I also love you, Mad Dog. Also, Meg called me Mad Dog yesterday, so that was an experience.
I think I was about to like yell or something or just raise my voice, and I normally only yell at my little sister, Mad Dog.
No, that's literally the exact opposite of what happened.
Oh, I got excited.
Phil said, these are really good pictures. Who took these? And you go, Mad Dog. I'm like.
I was so excited. I was so proud of you. Mad Dog.
I was like.
I corrected myself immediately.
We were all like, what just happened? But anyway, I wish I was more enthusiastic for you guys, but I'm honestly sad.
I know.
And tired. But I'm mostly sad that I'm leaving. And then I'll be back in Omaha before you know it.
Yeah, I'll kiss you later.
Okay.
Okay, adios, everyone. Thank you for tuning in this whole week. We appreciate y'all. Catch us next Wednesday.
Yeah, we love you all so very much. Your support will forever mean the world to us.
Can we link it?